As a practicing pagan, I have a pendulum practice, and I call it a faith fob because it helps me to enlist my faith in the loving Lord and the angels that He and she assign to us all. But the ones He assigns to me are different than the ones He assigns to you. The number of angels I have will be different for me based on my level of faith versus the ones that are assigned presently to you. Every human being, my understanding is, from the great Doreen Virtue, before she went absolutely not so religious right, opinion there, talks about angels and how they are assigned to us by heaven's light. And heaven's light allows us access with a birth angel. That birth angel sort of helps indicate our life lessons, our life track, our lifeline. In other words, what we're going to be doing somehow in our profession. It's sort of how that works, I believe. And I'm still learning in this time. What I can say to you is that our angels can gently help us in every situation, from every aspect of a human being's life, from our professional life and business life, our entrepreneurial life, to our personal life in terms of different types of interpersonal and very personal relationships, as well as our intimate life, which is who we have as our significant other. And if you've chosen poorly your significant other, then you're having a rocky road of life. If you really chose well, then you are very happy and content in your love life, and that person is also pleasant and peaceful in life and does not stray. Now, all men are known to have a roving eye today, but I am not one of those men. I was not raised in that way to be that kind of child or godless man. That doesn't mean I don't notice a beautiful face. It doesn't mean I don't notice a very robust, often what the medical community would call overweight woman who's dressed beautifully with grace. It just means I don't play unless I choose to do so. And when I go about that choice, I'm really thinking about a lot of aspects of that decision, of whether or not I can trust myself in that intimate space, whether or not I will be disgraced, whether or not I will be enjoyed, whether or not I'll be able to serve, and whether or not I'll be able to find my own joy. And openly, every human being has a right to their own sexuality, but you're not going to tell me what I am in any way. I only do like women. That is what a man typically does, but that doesn't mean that there aren't attractive men that I say, oh, he's a handsome actor, he's a handsome individual. I'm not going to say I don't notice that, because we do that as photographers. And as a photographer, a lifelong photographer since very young ages, and starting my own photography studio in my 15th year, bring in the hottest girls I could think of to the basement studio that I had, that literally was kind of misshapen, because I had clamp-on lamps that were sort of from the hardware store, but I had great light bulbs, because my dad was a GE man and more, and he lit buildings with his work, and I'm glad, because it helped to pay for our life and gave us the life that we have.